Hello everybody! Welcome into the Purple Penguin Crafter Room. I'm Vicky. Today's craft is going to be a snowman made from wreaths. Little wreaths. We're not doing big wreaths, we're doing little wreaths. But this is going to be applied to the larger wreaths as well. Let me kind of go over some of the things I'm going to be using and then we'll get started. So, like I said, mini wreaths, right? We're going to be using mini wreaths. You can get them in, let's see, this is a, 3-inch, and it says there's 6 of them in there. They're kind of squished together. That's why I didn't know for sure how many are in there, but it says there's 6. I get them from Hobby Lobby, but I had seen them at Michael's and Joann's as well, and I think you can even buy them individually at like Michael's and Joann's. But it was $3.99. It's in the floral department, so I think it can go on sale when the floral stuff goes on sale. I'm going to be using some fabric. I've got some buttons. We're going to be using some stiff white felt, some soft orange felt, maybe some ribbon, and who knows what else. All right, let's get started. Okay, we're going to jump right into getting this done. I picked out 2 wreaths from a pack that I got. And one was a little bit smaller than the other, so I like that. And that's going to be my head, and then the bigger one's going to be the body. So first thing I want to do is get them together. We're just going to take some floral wire. This is 24 gauge floral wire. And basically we're just going to wrap the head and the body piece together. This is just to kind of stabilize it a little bit here. I do want them together. This is going to be just a 2-round snowman, so I'm just going to do just his head and his body. He's not going to have a middle piece, so he's not going to be a 3-round snowman. Twist these together, lay them flat. There we go. So he's stuck together. Perfect. We're going to take our... It's important to do this before you do the next step. Definitely important to do this. And it's okay if you can see it. It is green. You can see it. It's okay because we are going to put a scarf around his neck. So that's going to be totally covered up. Next thing, we're going to glue this onto some soft... Or this is hard felt. This is the stiff white felt. Usually comes in sheets, 9 by 12 squares, and you can get them at the craft store. And we're just going to glue all the way around the edges here. Hold that down for just a minute. All right, perfect. You can do this probably with soft felt too. I just like using the stiff just because it just kind of helps hold them together a little bit better. Now we're just going to take our scissors and we're just going to cut them out. Now, at this point, you know, if you really want to see the white on the outside of the frame, you could do a little border if you wanted to do it that way. However, like, here, let me show you. So you can do however you want. So you can do it with a little border like so, or you can do it that's a clean cut like I'm doing. So that's going to be totally up to you and your personal preference what you want to do with it. If you want to see a border or not. Totally up to you. This particular one, I am not going to do a border, but you never know. I have plenty of little wreaths to do another one, and maybe I will on the next one. But this is going to be also another way of being able to hold him together because he's got that little neck piece. So that's also going to hold him in there. So, perfect. Move that out of the way. I'll clean up a little bit as I go. Oh, I got some glue webs in there. All right, so now we've got his head and his body. And you can give him little arms too if you want. I am not going to give, I don't always give my snowmen arms necessarily. Let's go ahead and we'll make him a hat. I want to make him a hat before I make his face because I want to know how far down his hat is going to go before I glue his face on. So there is a reason behind what I'm doing in the order that I'm doing it in. Let's see if I can find the edge of my fabric here. I believe I got this fabric at Michael's, I believe, but I'm not quite sure. I don't always remember where I always get my fabric. I've been getting my fabric at different places now all the time. So we're going to take his headpiece and we're going to actually think be able to go like so. Glue that down. Roughly see how high up I'm going with this. I think I'm going to kind of go just this high. Kind of like working with plaids because it gives me a gives me a line to cut. So now we're going to swing it around. Let's see. Go ahead and do it on the front here. I'm going to put some glue here and here. That's where his hat's going to go. So I want a little bit of an overlap, so we're going to go up this far here. Now I'm going to make it so these get attached here. And if you wanted this to be way more secure, I would go ahead and you could actually sew this together. I am just going to go ahead and glue it. All right, and then we are going to just scrunch this up like so. Glue on the back. I don't want to stick it to my table here. We're going to take some twine. This is just actually from the Dollar Tree, but you can get twine anywhere. I mean, even if you want to, you can get it at the hardware store. Everywhere has twine. If you want to, you can put this into a little bow, but I think that's kind of cute just the way it is. Then we're going to take our scissors here, and we're just going to cut strips on this top here so it kind of frays a little bit and kind of fringes out, kind of like it was like a pom-pom on there. Probably just like about a 1/4 inch or so. And just kind of rough it a little poofy here. There, like so. And I kind of want it to stick out a little bit further here. Oh, ended up not cutting some of these on the inside here. There we go. There we go. I like how that looks. All right. He kind of needs a scarf too. I'm gonna grab some of that fabric again and go. So he's a little matchy-matchy, but we want to go ahead and cover up his neck here. Hide it a little bit. Huh? And you can always just fringe the edge of this as well. So it's not super clean looking. You want to tack this down. Sometimes I like to tack them down just because it kind of flies away sometimes on you. There you go. Just kind of hold it down a little bit. It's looking pretty cute. Now let's bring in his little buttons. So now I know where his little hat comes down. We're going to put his little buttons in there. I've also got one larger button, and we're going to stick that in for his belly here. Sometimes the buttons are a little shiny, and you know what, you can always paint them to kind of take the shine off of them a little bit there, if you find that they're too shiny. There we go. He looks cute like that. Now, let's give him a little nose. This is just soft orange felt. Cute is that? So stinking cute. All right, last little thing. I'm debating. I've got these little bit of green. Putting a little bit of green on his hat, but all right. Last thing, I think he needs something here. I do have little snowflake, but it is a button. So we're just going to take our wire cutters here and cut that little piece off so it's more flat. And then we're going to stick it on here. finishing little touch. All right, and you can easily turn him into an ornament. We just want to get some twine, stick it on the back of him here. Doesn't have to be very long. Oh, probably need longer than that. Hold on. I think. We're gonna go like that. Tie it in together here. Right here. I'm just going to take a little piece of black felt here and lay it across. There we go. Now he's got his little hanger and he's ready to go. How fun is that? And you can make a bigger one if you used bigger wreaths as well. That would be kind of fun too for a wall hanging. They do have 6-inch wreaths. That would look really cute. Or you could even do the larger 12 or 14-inch ones and put it on your front door. Or a front door wreath. Keep coming back and see me at Purple Penguin Craft Room. Happy crafting.